Hi guys, and welcome back to Lasting Peace. My pastor was talking about covetousness this morning, and it struck me a little more personally than I expected it to. When he started the topic, I thought, not really, I don't think I covet anything. I'm really pretty happy with my life. I don't envy my neighbor's house, wife, husband, I guess. I'm thinking through the Ten Commandments. Sorry about that. His donkey, his ox, anything like that. I don't feel like coveting is an issue for me. But then my pastor pointed out that covetousness is actually the root of all sin. If you think back to the Garden of Eden, what caused Adam and Eve to sin? It was not an apple. What caused them to sin was this idea when the devil told them that they could be like God. They could have something better than what they had right now. And that was the original sin. And I think, and I started doing this in my own life, if we look back through the things that we know, every day we know we have done something wrong or offended God. It's impossible to be perfect, and every single day each of us knows something that we didn't do right, that we thought wrongly, or we told a little white lie, or we offended someone somehow. And I wonder if you can track any sin, anything you could pick, back to covetousness on some level. And I actually started thinking about that in relation to the eating disorder. And I've often talked about anorexia and exercise in my life before as pride or idolatry. But maybe also it's covetousness. My pastor pointed out that our world leads, let's see, what did he say? Our world, thinking specifically of advertisement or anything that you encounter once you walk out your front door, is designed to make us want things we don't have. Pretty much everything you see today outside of your own house and then on your television when you're at home is designed to make you want something you don't have. And then the temptation becomes to do whatever it takes to have what I was not originally intended to have. God supplies all our needs, and the Bible says that every good and perfect gift comes from Him. So if we don't have something, then it's because God doesn't want us to have it. And for me specifically, that boiled down to, I was thinking about the eating disorder and body image. If we are looking at a magazine with this new diet or this new shapely model, it doesn't even have to use words, just through the pictures to evoke in us a sense of jealousy or covetousness that I want that and I don't have it. And Paul talks about in, I believe it's Ephesians, I may be wrong there, but he talks about contentment. And we know, even from Exodus 20 and the Ten Commandments, that God says, do not covet. And so maybe we should look at or address our eating issues or other addictions as possibly a covetousness in our life, and maybe then at the root of it we can address it and change our behaviors. And in many ways that may involve changing what we're exposed to as far as the advertisements and the different things that constantly tell us we deserve or we should have something we don't have. So I encourage you this week to look at your own heart, trace back anything that you bring to God and ask forgiveness for, trace it back and see if maybe covetousness is at the bottom of that. And then ask God how you can begin to learn to be content in every circumstance as Paul was. Anyway, thank you again so much. I'll see y'all next week.